I am Mrs. Madhavi Goyal. So I hope all of you are fine and healthy. So it's been more than a month since we have started with our online classes. So I hope all of you are enjoying and learning from them. To continue with those classes, we have added some new sessions within that time period. Our school has decided to introduce GK, yoga, art and craft classes. You must be knowing about that. So I will be taking your GK. So GK sessions will be once in a week, and every Saturday you will be I will send you a video through which we will continue with the chapters. So now, not wasting much time, I would like to come on our topic. In GK today we will be starting with the first unit, which is Living World. In this unit, different unusual, unique animals and plants are talked about. So moving further, I will first talk about the first unusual plant, which is known as baobab. The pronunciation is slightly difficult, but if you check the spelling, you can easily spell it rightly, pronounce it rightly. It is baobab, not very difficult, baobab. So this is very unusual plant. It is very unusual in appearance because it has a bottle-shaped trunk. The shape of the trunk, which is a stem, it is very thick, but it is bottle shaped, and it has tuft of branches on top. Tuft of branches matlab it has a group, it is highly branched on top. Now it is also a national tree of Madagascar, and it is found in the savannas of South Africa. Madagascar is an oceanic island near African continent. So I will just show you the presence, the location of Madagascar island. This is the African continent. So if you can see, it is an island country. So Madagascar. So baobab is the national tree of Madagascar. A tree which is very unusual in appearance and national tree of Madagascar, and it is also found in the savannas of South Africa. South Africa is a country in African continent, and savannas are the areas which have grasses and very less trees are there. So this tree is present in the savannas of South Africa, and it is a national tree of Madagascar. Now coming to its botanical name, the name is Adansonia digitata. Botanical name or the scientific name of this tree is Adansonia digitata. It is a long-lived tree. The age is expected to be from 1000 to 3000 years. Now the most important characteristic in an unusual appearance is there, and secondly, the bottle-shaped trunk stores a lot of water because its presence is in the areas where very less water is there. So most of the time there is no rainfall. To overcome those dry conditions, the stem stores a lot of water in it, and so that it can survive the long drought periods. Now the other names which are given to this tree is upside down tree. Why it is named so? So if the tree is leafless, as I have told you, it is a bottle shaped tree and lot of branches are there. Now if those branches are not bearing leaves, it appears that we have inverted the stem and the roots are on the upper side of the plant. That is why it is known as the upside down tree. Then it is also known as monkey bread tree because the animals, monkeys, a type of monkey from its group, baboons, are present in large number. So most of the animals, they depend on the fruits of this tree, and they provide them with the daily need of the fruit. That is why they are known as the monkey bread tree. Now the third name given to this tree is tree of life, because there is no life, we can hardly see life there in such climates. So the tree appears as an it gives enthusiasm whosoever have a sight of this tree and put on a new life in the organisms or the habitants. That is why it is also known as the tree of life. Now, it is a multi-purpose tree. Multi-purpose trees are those trees, the trees which have all the parts, and all those parts provide you with something or the other. So, if we talk about the parts which we get from the tree, now the bark of the tree provides us with fibers which can be changed into clothes and robes. So the tree trunk is also useful to us. Then if we talk about leaves, leaves gives us medicines, and they are also used as condiments. They are added to enhance the flavor of the foods. So leaves, they work as condiments as well as they have medicinal value. Now if we talk about fruits, fruits are rich in vitamin C, and the habitants and the animals and birds which are found to be on those trees, they depend on the fruits. So every part we can see, the bark is also used, the leaves are also used, the fruits are also used. That is why it comes into the category of a multi-purpose tree. Now, because of the over exploitation of this tree, it has come in the endangered species. Because of over exploitation, the tree is now come into the endangered species. One interesting fact which is mentioned in the end of your books, it is that there is a tree which is around the tree is so big, the circumference of the trunk is so big, it is around 47 meters, and it is considered to be 6,000 years old, and it has a pub inside that tree. This is a fact, interesting fact, which is mentioned at the end of your at the end of the chapter. This pub is also known as Big Baobab pub. This pub is known as Big Baobab pub, and it is present inside the trunk of a tree which is supposedly 6,000 years old. So we have finished. I have talked about all the characters of the baobab tree. After this, a small exercise is given in your books. You will be doing the question answers from there. 6 questions are there. Those questions, I won't be discussing the answers because the questions seem to be very easy, and as we have discussed, you can easily find the answers in the chapters. After the completion of the session, you will be given a link, PDF form of book will be provided to you in a PDF form. So all of you can just check in there and you can do the exercises in your notebooks. Thank you. Now we will move to next tree, which is known as the dragon tree. Now dragon tree, as the name itself suggests, dragon tree is a very large tree. It is a beautiful tree, but it is now endangered. बहुत बड़ा tree है. The parts are used for as timber also, for burning also. So that is why it has come under the endangered species now. Now if we talk about the appearance, the trunk is very thick, बहुत चौड़ा इसका stem होता है. Then it is highly branched. ऊपर बहुत ज़्यादा branches होती हैं, but it is very slow in growth. It is seen that the plant reaches a height of 1 meter in 10 years. So the growth is very slow. The plant reaches the height of 1 meter, and that takes 10 years to reach that height. Now it exudes red color resins. If we by chance hit or if we cut a plant trunk, then the trunk starts to exude red colored resin from it, and commonly, because the tree is named as dragon tree, it is also known that red colored resin is also known as dragon's blood. Now it has a mythology related to this tree. According to mythology, it is the Greeks believed that Hercules killed a monstrous dragon, and wherever the dragon's blood drops fell, the tree appeared from those blood drops. It is considered, it is like mythologically, it is considered that a Greek hero, Hercules, killed a monstrous dragon, and wherever the blood drops of that dragon fell, the tree appeared from those drops. Now this tree is generally found in Canary Islands, which is in North Atlantic Ocean. I will, through the map, I will show you the location. These trees are generally, you can see this is North Atlantic Ocean. Now I have circled, these are the Canary Islands in the North Atlantic Ocean. So these trees are found on the Canary Islands. Then we have other set of islands which are known as Azores and Cape Verde. They are small islands. These are group of very small islands, Cape Verde. So these trees can be found on these islands which are in North Atlantic Ocean, but most of them are found only in the Canary Islands. Now moving further, one characteristic feature of this tree is that it flowers once in 15 years. It flowers once in 15 years, and whenever it flowers, there is a splitting in the branches. So if we count the splits of the tree, we can come to know the age of the tree. Now, the largest and the oldest tree is found in one of the area in Canary Islands, and the name of that province or area is Icod de las Vinas. Icod de las Vinas. This is the area, this is a province which has the largest and the oldest tree in Canary Islands. So this was all about the dragon tree. Now we will move further to the third tree species, which is St. Helena's gumwood. St. Helena's gumwood. It is one of the rarest species in the world. If we talk about the plants, then St. Helena's gumwood is the rarest of all the plant species. It is found on St. Helena's Island, which is a volcanic island, and these islands are present in South Atlantic Ocean. I will show you the location of these islands. They are present in the South Atlantic Ocean. So just moving towards the map, this is the South Atlantic Ocean, and we have St. Helena. It is a colony of Britain, St. Helena Island. These are present in the South Atlantic Ocean, and these islands are the colony of Britain. Now this tree was abundantly present in these islands, and as a result it was declared as the national tree of St. Helena in 1977. The gum tree was adopted as the national tree of St. Helena in 1977. Now, if we talk about the general appearance, it is a very big tree and large number of branches are there, but the branches are highly twisted. बहुत ज़्यादा मुड़ी भी घूमी भी branches होती है, and that is the characteristic feature of this tree. Now the leaves are also very thick, hairy, big, and they are grey green to dark green in color. The tree was exploited, actually it was over exploited by Britishers for fuel and timber, and as a result it appeared that it had become extinct by 1986. By 1986 it was appeared that the tree had become extinct in the wild. वाइल्ड में कहीं पे ये ट्री दिखाई देना बंद हो गया because it was over exploited by Britishers for the fuel as well as for timber, because it is a very large tree. So they kept on cutting, and ultimately by 1986 it had become extinct. Now in 1986 IUCN, which is International Union for Conservation of Nature, they declared it extinct. In 1986, IUCN declared it extinct, but a small tree was later found in some remote area. Later, a small tree was found. Since then, conservation efforts have resulted in its survival. Now, at national level, conservation efforts were made. Children, school children were taken into confidence. Then local people were taken into confidence. And later on, it has been conserved now, but still it is an endangered species. So this was all about the three trees, which was part of your first unit, which is living world. I hope everything is clear. In next session, we will talk about some unusual animals. So this is for now. If you have any doubts, you can. I will take those doubts, and all the three. I have explained all the trees effectively. I hope everything is clear to you, and with the help of the books, you will be doing the exercises. Only 3, 4 or 5 questions are there in every chapter. So please, this will be the homework, and it will be told in the group also. Thank you.